Thanks for joining me today on my blog. We're going to talk about magazines. Can you really look like this? Are they lying to you? Is Photoshop taking over the world? How young is too young for Botox? Do real people look like this? Can real people look like this? What do you think? Well, we're getting ready to find out. See you in a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to ask some people here about this magazine. Can I answer a few questions for me?
No problem.
Hi, thank you so much for letting me interview you. Hi, thank you for letting me interview you today. I just got a couple questions about magazines. Alright, so, you like tattoos, right?
Yes.
This is your magazine. You want to show everybody what you like to read?
Rebel magazine. That's what I read.
Alright, so, I just had a question. Do you read magazines like this?
No.
Do you read magazines like this?
No. It's usually when I'm just bored, so I look for something that catches my attention.
Okay, is there a particular reason why you don't like these magazines?
It makes me feel bad about myself, and so I'd rather read something that made me feel good about myself.
I just never have done it. I'd rather read something, more interesting.
What turns me off about the cover is the half-naked woman or the almost fully naked woman on the front. I just think that's unnecessary advertising.
Unrealistic expectations. That's never gonna happen. How does she do that?
I mean, if they want to get someone's attention, they could use better, bolder letters, bolder colors. They don't need all of that, in my opinion.
So it's the advertising that kind of turns you off.
Yes.
Okay, I know there's a lot of talk about body image and women. There's precedents that's set for women that you need to look a certain way. This is how you look. This is what. What would you say to young girls that are suffering from depression, eating disorders because of stuff like this?
I would tell them that beauty comes from your inside. It's not about what's on the outside, and I know that sounds so cliche and like old news, but that's really what it is. At the end of the day, when you have a conversation with someone, whether they're physically beautiful or not, what matters is what's in here and what they have to say when you're talking to them. If they have a flat personality, they could have the best body in the world, but it doesn't matter because you can't really talk to them or have an intelligent conversation with them. They're just pretty to look at.
Well, I would say to them, it's unrealistic to begin with, and that they should think of themselves, their own self-worth in a way that suits them, that they can handle without being depressed, and be glad for the body they have. I would say that this is unrealistic compared to the majority of the women in the world, and that they should be striving to be healthy, but not having to live up to the expectation to look like that, because that's not necessarily healthy. And I think it's sad that society puts out the idea that you should live up to this kind of image, because it should be about keeping ourselves healthy and doing what's best for our body, not trying to be a perfect image of someone else.
If you could talk to magazine companies about this advertising, and if there was something, if you could speak out, what would you say to them?
Women aren't just, trophies to be looked at. We have brains, and we're coming up in the world, We've been coming up in the world for a long time, and so doing this kind of degrades us and knocks us down a few pegs. So that's what I would tell young girls and magazine companies is make it more modest and make what's actually in there in the articles, better to read.
And I don't really think they should portray that to where especially young, vulnerable girls would try to look like that. I would say maybe they should put more emphasis on
like I said earlier, how to be healthy and not necessarily a half-naked image of a woman who has a perfect body, but yet an image of someone who's average like the rest of us, but is still healthy and takes care of themselves without being airbrushed and so unrealistic.
Cover them up more.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Have a nice night. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for letting me interview you. And we'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be lots where that came from, and hopefully they'll get much better much quicker. See you later!